Hey guys, what's going on? It's Knuckleball Nate, or right now doubling as Corporal Twombly. Had a couple errands to do today, but I got a quick break to make a video. So obviously I'm going to talk about yesterday's game. I'm going to make a prediction for today's game. Still playing the LA Angels, so got two more games in the series. We'll see what happens. So yesterday's game, 9-1, it was a total slugfest, and the Red Sox just really brought their A game. It was awesome. I was watching the game at work, and then I got off of work and I went to the gym. And I was watching it at the gym too. People probably thought I was being super antisocial, but hey, whatever. I had to watch the Red Sox game. So David Price did really well. I think that was one of his better performances this year, along with that one complete game that he's already thrown this year. Did really well. He got like 7 strikeouts. He only gave up 1 run, which was a home run. And he only gave up, I think it was like 5 hits. Yeah, 5 hits. And then the Red Sox offense, they got 14 hits yesterday, so it was yet again another slugfest like it was the other day. And like the games with the Mariners, like it's just crazy. The Red Sox, they either do, it seems like there's no middle ground. There's no, just, oh, we got like, a few runs here, a few runs there. It's like either like nothing or it's everything. It's like a lot of hits. But I mean, that's fine. But they're still winning games. They're still one of the best teams in the MLB, right up there with the Yankees and the Astros. So I mean, that's all that really matters at this point. But yeah, and then after, so he pitched 7 innings, and then after that came Hembree, Workman, and then Justin Haley, which I want to talk about Justin Haley for a second. Some of y'all might not know his name. He's actually a pitcher from the Pawtucket Red Sox, and the reason that he came up from the Pawtucket Red Sox, unfortunately, is because Stephen Wright is actually on the disabled list for, I believe it was a strained shoulder muscle or something like that, but he's on the 10 days on the disabled list. So hopefully it doesn't turn into anything serious. Hopefully it's just kind of like a Mookie Betts situation where he just needed a little time off to let his muscles heal. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not too long. And then regarding the Angels yesterday in their game, I would just like to point out that I was right about Lamb not doing well. He did actually really awful. He gave up, I don't even remember how many hits, but it was a lot. And in the bottom of the second inning, they were already, having a relief pitcher warming up in the bullpen. I think they went through like 5 or 6 pitchers yesterday, and you never want that for your bullpen, and you don't want that, put that kind of stress on them. Starting pitcher should at least go to the 6th inning, or even the 7th if they can, like David Price did, because you just don't want to put that much stress on your relievers, because you're going to need them in the coming games, and the Angels especially. I have a feeling tonight's game might not be as big of a blowout. I actually think the Angels might have a fighting chance in this one. So I'm going to transition into tonight's game. So tonight we have Rick Porcello and Andrew Heaney on the mound for LA. So Rick Porcello, he's been around since 2009, I believe it was. He played for Detroit. So he's faced a lot of these hitters before. He's been playing in the American League for quite a while now. So he's played against like Pujols, Kinsler, and Mike Trout. And the reason I mentioned the 3 of them is because they've actually done fairly well against Porcello in the past 9 years. Albert Pujols has hit .345. I think he was 10 for 29, and then Mike Trout's got a .281. He's at 9 for 32, and Ian Kinsler is going 13 for 26. So he's hitting 50% of the time he's hitting the ball against Porcello. So I think he's going to have a difficult time against them, specifically Kinsler, just because their record is so extensive. It's not just like, he's got 6 at-bats and, like 3 hits, batting .500. No, he's like got 26 appearances against them, and he's hit 13. So, I mean, like I said in a couple videos ago, if you're hitting, the ball 3 out of 10 times, you're hitting at 300, you're doing pretty well. So, I mean, Ian Kinsler is, hitting it 5 out of 10 times, 50%. So that, that's actually not bad. Granted, that's just against Porcello, but we'll see what happens. So Andrew Heaney, he doesn't have a very extensive record against the Red Sox. So there's not much to compare. However, he has faced, Mookie Betts, Mitch Moreland, Swihart, and Xander Bogaerts. And I believe the only one that's actually has hits off him is Xander Bogaerts, who's 2 for 4. So I just really hope that the Red Sox lineup can actually figure out what's going on with this guy, specifically those 5 guys who have already faced him, and they can produce some offense against them. But for those players, you know, like Benintendi and JD Martinez, who haven't faced him, I'm curious to see how they're going to fare against him. We'll see what happens. So I'm really excited about it. So yeah, there's not much to go off of this Andrew Heaney guy, but I personally feel like just the way that the Red Sox offense has been, and the Angels batters are, you know, their record against Rick Porcello, I think it's going to be another slugfest. But I think the Angels are going to get a few more runs than they did last night. I'm really hoping the Red Sox pull through, but I would not be terribly surprised if the Angels were to pull their act together and take a win on this one either. I hate to say that, but it's the way it is, just how it is. So yeah, I'm looking for a slugfest, and like I told you guys, I love nights like that because, you know, I like good pitching, but, you know, good batting is just so much more exciting, seeing home run after home run after home run. So, oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention about last night's game is Jackie Bradley Jr. was actually doing pretty well. He went 3 for 4. He's still batting under 200, but this might mark the turning point for him. They were actually talking about how Alex Cora has actually kept the faith in him, and that even though, you know, he's been doing not so well these past couple months, he did really well in the beginning of the year, and Alex Cora is hanging on to that like little shred of hope there that hopefully Jackie Bradley Jr. can, you know, turn himself around and you know, have a great rest of the year, or at least the, you know, 2-3 months. So that's what I'm hoping too. I'm hoping Jackie Bradley Jr. can turn things around because he's a really good player. He's nothing to scoff at. So I really hope he can turn it around. Mookie Betts is finally back on his stuff. JD Martinez, he never got off of his. He never, you know, he had a slump. He's just been doing stellar this year. So yeah, I think we'll do well tonight. But like I said, I would not be surprised if the Angels were able to get their act together and win this one at least. But just because of their record. But still rooting for the Sox. But that's all I got for you guys today. Peace out.